I was doing some research on TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network, and they have a whole bunch of like weird, like just false prophets, false preachers. Um, for instance, like Sid Roth is on there, and he has a show called "It's Supernatural," and he basically has had people on who have like proclaimed that Donald Trump will win his second presidency, and obviously that never came to pass. And so he's a false prophet. He let false prophets on, and so I found it very interesting to see what other preachers have been allowed on TBN. And TBN's just very very charismatic. It has certain preachers on there that people should be aware of. So I want to see if there's anyone you're following on here that you might have like a favorite preacher that you were maybe surprised to see that was on TBN. So and maybe comment below like, oh hey, I never knew that so and so is on this list. Because there's a few surprises. And please watch till the end to see that. So all right, without further ado, so TD Jakes is on there. Christine Kane. Kirk Cameron, he actually has his own show on there. Michael Todd. K-Love, so anyone who's watching, listening to K-Love and all the music videos and songs that are performed on K-Love, so they're on TBN. Beth Moore, no shot there. Sadie Robertson, Maverick City Music, Priscilla Shire, Elevation Worship and Toby Mac, CC Winans, and she has a thing called Believe for it, which is lines right up with TBN because they're have prosperity gospel and all that. So that's no surprise there. Mercy Me. We also have Robert Morris, Brandon Lake of Bethel Music. We have Matthew West, Max Lucado, Joseph Prince, that's no surprise. Ty and Shantae Tribbett. Also, they have a series with Rabbi Jason Sobel where he's covering The Chosen. So that Catholic Mormon series, Jesus film, The Chosen. So that's being promoted on TBN. But then we have some other people that were like, oh, hey, I never really kind of knew that. So Doctor quote unquote Tony Evans, Stephen Furtick, that's really no surprise. Rick Warren, Greg Laurie, and then now really gonna go down, and we're gonna. This is where the point where I was starting to be shocked, and honestly, I started feeling convicted, like, oh, I can't believe these people are kind of yoking up with TBN. Ray Comfort, Dr. David Jeremiah. Also, we have Ken Ham, Jonathan Kahn, Francis Chan, Eric Metaxas, Kenneth Copeland, that's really no surprise there, Andy Stanley, John Hagee, Bill Johnson, that's like probably the least shocking to you guys. Then we have Carl Lentz. They still haven't, this is 2022, September 1st, 2022, where I'm recording this. So, all the stuff that's gone down with Carl Lentz, why would TBN still, kind of be, promoting that? Also, A.R. Bernard. And then they'll have, hosts Matt and Lori Crouch, which, are the face of TBN. And then finally, probably the most shocking to you all, John MacArthur.
And gty.org, that's Grace to You Radio. We're on the radio all across the world. At gty.org will access all the material that's available.
Well, thank you, Pastor, and I look forward to reading your upcoming book, War on Children. Again, you've been such an inspiration for me personally. I know for thousands of pastors across the country, and just thank you for taking these stands. And don't take it too personally when YouTube takes you off. I know you don't. It's happened plenty of times to all of us, and so we're with you, and thank you for proclaiming truth, and thank you for joining us today.
It's my joy, Charlie, and I'm glad to be in good company.
It's my joy, Charlie, and I'm glad to be in good company.